What's up, everyone? Welcome back to Locked on Sharks, the premier hockey podcast covering your favorite team in the Bay. We're talking Hogs today. I'm your host, Kyle Demetrius. Back as always with JD. The warthog to my wild boar.
I got nothing.
Intro, please.
You're Locked on Sharks, your daily podcast on the San Jose Sharks. Part of the Locked on Podcast Network, your team every day.
God, I hope corporate listens to this one. This one's a good one. This is going to be off the rails today. It's our first game preview. We are previewing Sharks versus Jets. Can you please mute yourself again?
That's the entire show.
I've had enough of you already. The Sharks will be playing their first game of the season. Yes, the season started on Tuesday. Yes, the Sharks are waiting 5 days to play. Don't ask why. And yes, they are starting against an out-of-division opponent at home, then immediately going on the road. Couldn't tell you anything about this schedule. We have no insight on the schedule. We have no insight on why they did this. Couldn't tell you, but remember when they opened the season against the Flyers randomly a couple years ago? The hell was that?
I know. It's like they always get the weird, like, you know, when they were good, it's like, okay, remember when they played the Knights like 50 times in a row? Because it was like they played them at the end of the playoffs, and then they played them at like a bajillion times in the preseason, and then they played them like 3 out of the first like 5 games in the start of the season.
Yeah, Evander Kane was suspended, right?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't understand.
I think they just wanted to get all the West Side Story jokes out of the way at the beginning of the season. Just get them all done.
Maybe. What's your favorite hog?
Teacup pig? I don't know.
That counts as a hog.
I don't know. It's the pig variety. The warthog from Halo. I'm a mean warthog driver, so I was the designated warthog driver in Halo. So yes.
Cool. Anyway, the Jets played.
The Jets played Wednesday.
The Jets played the Ducks and lost, which is
hilarious.
Incredible turn of events. I think they lost like 4-1 or something like that.
They did lose 4-1, yes.
That's 4-1. Their lineup, and it's probably going to be similar. Maybe one of the young guys swaps in for another young guy. We're recording this full Wizard of Oz right now. We are recording this on Wednesday because I'm going to see James Bond with a girl tomorrow. And JD
has to edit this bad boy.
has a life. I don't know. It just didn't work out that we couldn't record tomorrow. Apologies if things change, but we kind of know what's going on with the Sharks situation. We kind of know what's going on with the Jets situation. You know that we'll be back to record. We'll give you all the post-game recap. So Monday we'll be back covering the first game of the season on Monday for sure. We'll obviously be tweeting through it because we are terminally online. We're going to be around. We're going to give you all the content. Sometimes we just got to make the content a little bit beforehand. It's fine. The brand is strong. The content boys will never stop contenting or being boys. The Jets lined up tonight against the Ducks. Kyle Connor, Paul Stastny, Blake Wheeler. It's a good first line. Mm-hmm. Paul Stastny's like 1,000 years old though now.
Yeah. Andrew
Kopp, Pierre-Luc Dubois, Nikolai Ehlers. It's the second line. This is not a person. Jansen Harkins. I've never heard. I play in deep fantasy leagues, and I've watched a lot of hockey. Never heard of Jansen Harkins before. Adam Lowry, Cole Perfetti, their rookie from last year. He's going to be really good.
Yes.
Fourth line was Christian Vesalainen, Riley Nash, Evgeny Svechnikov. That's the brother of Andre, so he's the lesser one that played in Detroit. The defense was Josh Morrissey, Nate Schmidt. Ooh. Our old friend, Brendan Dillon, and Neil Pionk. Mm-hmm. Kind of like that. And then Logan Stanley, who is legitimately like 6'8" or something like that, and that's his only thing. And Dylan DeMello, our other old friend. Connor Hellebuyck plays in net.
Yeah, he's hashtag good.
Yeah, Mark Scheifele is also on this team, but he's suspended for his hit on Jake Evans.
From the playoffs, yeah.
From the playoffs, and he is back for the Sharks game. So he only missed the first game of the season, so he'll be back. So I'm assuming somebody like Jansen Harkins or Evgeny Svechnikov, maybe even Riley Nash because he plays center, will be out. And then Mark Scheifele will slide in probably on one of those top 6 roles, and Andrew Kopp will filter down because I don't think Connor, Stastny, Wheeler, Dubois, or Ehlers will fall out of there unless they put Stastny at third line C, which could be a thing. So Scheifele will be back. That'll be a big boost to their lineup because it's going to be a lot better than whatever this mess is. Winnipeg's defense. Boy, it sucks.
Perfect for a Sharks team that's trying to look to get going. But I mean, we've seen, or do you want to start with the defense, I guess? Yeah. So, I mean, if the Sharks are going to have any success, they're going to have to try to take advantage of the defense here and hope Hellebuyck is still trying to find his game early in the season. But
yeah, he was bad against the Ducks. He had an .818 save percentage. He let in 4 goals on like whatever that is, like 24 shots or whatever. Not great for old.
We've seen
4 goals and 22 shots.
So, and we've seen Hellebuyck literally save like 50. I think it was like last year, the year before, or not last year, but the year before.
He's the best goalie in the league. He's the best goalie in the league. It's just Winnipeg isn't good enough to get him the wins to match up with that. But I picked him to win the Vezina again this year. Like he's legitimately that good.
Yes. But yeah, I think the defense is going to, like, the Sharks are going to be able to like try to attack the defense and keep them, if they keep the puck in the offensive or in their own offensive zone, and hope Hellebuyck is still kind of getting back into form. I think that's going to be their best chance to succeed. So especially against a weak defense, and then trying to keep pressure on them. So
yeah, like a Josh Morrissey, Nate Schmidt top pair should be gettable. Josh Morrissey has been trending down for a couple of years now.
Mm-hmm.
Not great. Brendan Dillon, Neil Pionk, probably going to be pretty solid. We know that Dillon's not the fastest guy. Pionk is, I think, more of an offensive guy. So it's still decent. Dylan DeMello actually should probably be playing with Dillon. Brendan Dillon DeMello. Yeah.
Nice.
They should probably be playing together, but then again, like if they don't take advantage of the fact that Logan Stanley is gigantic and slow, like I don't know what we're doing here, but not an inspiring defense. And I think that for sure what you said, that's the weak spot that they have to attack. Do you have a favorite Jets defender?
I just like saying Pionk a lot. So
Pionk. It's
Pionk.
Good.
Yes.
Do you have a favorite Built Bar?
I do. Mine's Cherry Barcia.
Mine's mint brownie because I'm one of those heinous people that likes mint with their chocolate. But they have a lot of other flavors. Coconut, double chocolate, if you really just want to clog up your veins with chocolate. Salted caramel, strawberry, which are called fraises in French. Orange, which is just orange. Cookies and cream, German chocolate. Any one of these can be your favorite. If you haven't tried them all, you can get a mix box where you get 2 of each of the 9 flavors. Not only are Built Bars the best tasting, but they're pretty healthy too. 17 to 18 grams of protein. Calories range from 130 to 180 calories depending on the bar. Only 4 to 5 grams of sugar. And only 4 to 5 grams of net carbs. So you can have your favorite, Cherry Barcia, and not worry that it's going to be a candy bar, even though it tastes just like a candy bar. You can order today and get the double chocolate or the raspberry or whatever you want. You can get a whole box of just your favorite. And another cool thing is that Built Bar is the official protein bar of the U.S. track and field team. So you can pretend that you're Justin Gatlin if you really want. Go to Built.com and use the promo LOCKED15 and you'll get 15% off your order. Use promo code LOCKED15 for 15% off at Built.com. Pionk is a good one. I like saying Pionk.
Pionk.
Too bad his first name. Too bad his first name is Neil. Too bad it wasn't something cool like Piotr.
Ooh.
Piotr Pionk. That's too many P's though.
That's a very Peter Parker situation.
What if his name was like Sergey Pionk?
Ooh.
We can do better. We can do better. We're in search of the truth. We can always do better.
Tobias Pionk.
We've done it. Shutting it down. It's been a good run, everybody. You'll have new hosts on Monday for Locked On Sharks. Please don't check that out. R.I.P. Tobias Pionk.
Tobias Pionk.
Tobias? Did you call America?
All right. What about the forwards? So the top 6. The top 6 of Winnipeg's forwards can be pretty nasty. How do you think the Sharks are going to match up to these guys?
Wow, this is very journalism of you.
Yes.
There
sorry, can you talk about how the Sharks will match up to?
we go. thing is that Nikolai Ehlers might be the best winger in the entire game.
Yeah.
It's tough when Nikolai Ehlers is there. Kyle Connor has scored 40 goals. Kyle Connor can hurt you if you don't pay attention. Paul Stastny may be old, but he's still solid. Mark Scheifele's coming back off a suspension. Like he's going to be in prime shape. Pierre-Luc Dubois still got to find his footing after the trade from Columbus. He hasn't been good as he was in the bubble playoffs and bubble games, but he's still good. That's the problem, is that you can't take advantage of a weak spot in their top six. When the top six is on the ice, the Sharks really need to lock down. I think we're going to see Nick Bonino probably play against the Scheifele line, and we'll probably see Couture maybe match up more with one of the other ones, or Hurdle. I think one of the top two lines is going to match up against one of these two lines, and then the Bonino line will slide in against the other one. And the Sharks have last change, in case you're unfamiliar with the rules. When you're at home, the other team has to change their people, and then you get to change. So that you can always get the matchups you want because you were at home. It's a little advantage. I think the real thing here is that in the bottom six, it's gettable, much like the defense. If you get the Hurdle, Dahlin, Balcers line out there, it's Eklund.
Eklund,
right?
Yeah. Yes.
Eklund, Hurdle, Balcers line against Vesalainen, Nash, Svechnikov. They should eat.
You can make your hay there. So yeah, I think it's gonna be important, especially because the winger, like the Jets have a advantage at the wing spot. So I think it's going to be, especially with the Sharks having so many young wingers, it's going to be important for them to try to focus on their defensive game early on, and to try to not let those Jets wingers get going, because if they do, they have all the skill in the world that can to take advantage of the Sharks.
Yeah, and I think that's why the Couture line will probably maybe match up against one of the top six lines, because Dahlin works really hard away from the puck. I don't know if they're going to want to throw Eklund. I'm sure that Eklund will be fine. He's a very smart player, but I don't know if they're going to just immediately toss Eklund in a hard matchup against like Nikolai Ehlers or Blake Wheeler.
Yeah,
that's not ideal.
It sounds bad.
It sounds bad, but hey, who knows? And I think having Dahlin, who works so hard, and he's played in Allsvenskan and played against men in Sweden. Well, Eklund did too, but he's been doing it for a little bit more years.
Yeah.
And then having Meyer, who will be fine. He knows what he's doing. He's also huge, wide. And then Couture, who's defensive centerman, or can play that role, and has played that role. I think that's why they're going to match up and let the Hurdle, Eklund, Balcers line run a little free on offense and try to get them out there against your Lowrys, your Perfettis, and I quote, Jansen Harkins. What do you think? Where do you think Jansen Harkins is from?
Canada. That's the easy guess.
Looking it up. This is good content. Actually, now that we're on YouTube, you can actually see me do this. Jansen Harkins. He is from, oh my God, this is amazing.
Yeah.
He's from Cleveland.
Cleveland, the Canada of the U.S.
He's actually an American-born Canadian professional hockey player.
There we go.
His father is former NHL player Todd Harkins. No idea who that is. Harkins was born in Cleveland, Ohio, but grew up in North Van. Ow, fuck. right, ow, it hurt. Right there. North Van.
Kyle is day to day with an upper body injury now. After
smashing my Peloton.
You're going to be on the, you and Jeffrey Veal. You're going to go see the same surgeon Veal saw for his hand.
That hurt. I was
sorry.
Don't edit that out. People
no, of course not.
I'm putting blood, sweat, and tears into this
yes.
podcast. No, but I think the Sharks really have to do a good job of matching up their lines, because you don't want to mismatch your lines or get a bad matchup, and then Nikolai Ehlers and Kyle Connor make it 2-0 real quick.
So we know Hellebuyck is arguably one of the best goalies in the world. Adin Hill is going to make his Sharks regular season debut. How do you think Adin Hill, the matchup is going to be between the pipes here?
Poor.
I
mean, it's Adin Hill versus the best goalie on earth. It's going to be tough. But no. But obviously,
it's not Martin Jones.
Tongue in cheek.
Yes,
not Martin Jones. May you rest in peace in Philadelphia. That's going to go poorly. I hope for his mental health, he's fine. I'm excited to see Adin Hill because I think the Sharks want him to be the goalie of the future for the next few years, at least until I think they're kind of relying on Benjamin Gaudreau to come in here. But I think if Hill can step up and provide presence, like it'll be nice that he won't give up a goal in the first 5 minutes, hopefully. That was a stat that we had to keep track of with Martin Jones.
Yes.
That's crazy. I just hope there's no flutter pucks. we get one of these where I don't know what Martin Jones was doing, like the Cobra, but
the Salt Bay guy
kind of like waved at it as it went by. Yeah, Salt Bay, yeah. But you know what I'm talking about. This flutter puck, he'd be like, it'll just.
It's like when my 4-year-old, you throw a ball at him and he like tries to catch it, he doesn't know what to do with his body. Yeah, that's kind of the same. Poor Martin Jones. But yeah, it's.
I just hope that there's competent goaltending where you can see that Adin Hill's in the right spots. He's making the right saves. If Kyle Connor snipes on him, like that's gonna happen. He's a 40 goal scorer in the NHL. Like that's very good. Not many people do that. So obviously, if the big boys come to eat and the defense breaks down, that's one thing. But I want to see him look not out of place. I want to see him look in the right spots. I just want to see the goalie battle and give hope to a team that desperately needs goalie hope. Because there's going to be times where Brent Burns is like in the offensive zone. See you, Mario. Yeah. Or we get a starfish. There's an alligator on the ice. We get the starfish. So like, there's going to be times where that happens, and it happens to every team. But I just hope that Hill is solid, and you can see the foundation of a goalie that's going to be there a little bit more.
Yeah, I think so too. I think he had a really nice preseason and training camp, so I expect him to come out of the gates pretty strong here too, and kind of put his name on the kind of solidify. Yes, this is my crease.
What do you think the over under is for saves?
For saves, I'll put it at 27. That'd be my guess, but. If you wanted to make your own bets, if you're feeling pretty confident about the Sharks opening up this season, I'm looking actually on BetOnline right now at the lines for Saturday. I'm trying to pull up those lines right now.
Saturday.
But my computer's being slow, so.
Doesn't matter. What else can I bet on?
You can bet on anything you want. They've got football, playoff baseball right now, hockey, basketball starting up here soon. You can find everything that you want to bet on at BetOnline, your number one sport for all pro and college football action this season. They've got an updated site and interface with even more odds, props, and contests. And they even have a cool little banner here that I should put so you can actually see on it. This is the worst promo we've ever done. So
I'm not doing it.
Head to their website or use your mobile device to sign up today and receive a 50% welcome bonus on your first deposit. Use the promo code LOCKEDON to receive your bonus. So from football, basketball, boxing, hockey, baseball, right to your favorite Vegas casino games, don't wait to take advantage of all the amazing offers available for the 2021 season. BetOnline is the fastest and easiest way to bet on all your favorite sports. BetOnline, where the game starts.
Okay, let's before we get out of here, let's talk about what we think is going to happen on Saturday. First question. Do the Sharks win?
Yeah, I think they do. I think they're going to be excited, like that home crowd for the first time in a while. Baby Eklund, people are very excited to come out and see Eklund.
You think we're going to get an E5 chant in the building? Oh my God.
It'll be Eklund, content boys, Eklund.
Oh my God. We should get a content boys section.
Yes, get the content boys. But yeah, I think people are excited. I think with the, there's hope and there's a good vibe around the team. So yeah, I think they're going to come out and kind of surprise, especially with how poorly the Jets played on.
I guess the Ducks, who are really bad.
The Ducks, who are really bad. Yeah, and I think especially for the Jets, starting the season on the road, like on a West Coast swing like this, is a little tough for them. So yeah, I think the Sharks come out and win.
I think they do too. I'm not really inspired by the Jets, and I think that the Sharks have a little something going for you, like you said. Wouldn't be surprised if they lost, but I do think they win. I think they start off on the right foot, and then we can do some hot takery. Just baby. There's only 2 podcast names that will be available for Monday. We already know what they are, so I hope to use the one that's more fun. Do we think we get a goal by a rookie? Apparently there's only 1, 2, 3, 4 of them, not 5 of them. Well, there's 4, but the wrong 4. But anyway,
yes,
we covered that yesterday. Go check.
Yeah, I think we get a goal. I think Eklund scores. I'm calling it. I think Eklund scores. I'm just going to say Eklund scores every game, but yeah, I think Eklund scores.
82 goals, breaking the rookie record. Very good. What if we get an Eklund and a Dahlin goal? I actually don't think we get an Eklund goal. I think we get a Dahlin goal.
Yeah, makes sense.
Because Eklund hasn't scored in the preseason, and he
Yeah, he
passes
did.
on the power play.
He scored.
Oh, yeah, I forgot. Oh, yeah.
You blacked out.
I transcended time and space when Rudy and Eklund did their thing.
Yeah.
Imagine that happened in a regular season game.
Oh my Lord. You would be obnoxious about it.
We're obnoxious about everything anyway.
Yes.
Does William Eklund play more than 15 minutes on Saturday?
I think so, because I think the Sharks are going to get a fair amount of penalty power play chances with Winnipeg's kind of poor defense, where I see the Sharks being able to kind of control the zone, and then which leads to a few power play chances, and I think Eklund will be playing on the power play. So yeah, I'm gonna say he does get, because I think it's gonna be a close game. They're gonna need to try to get points. So having one of your best guys on the ice to try to score seems like a good idea. So
what last couple questions here? Looks like an interview now. What are you looking for on Saturday? It's game one. Obviously, the Sharks have started to reset, but still going for the playoffs. The Eklund hope is alive. Dahlin's in the lineup. A lot of good. Lord, praise be.
Yes.
The God thing again. His Majesty.
His Majesty.
What are you looking for in this game? Are you looking for them to go out and win the game, or are you looking for something specific? What is JD looking for?
Couple things I'm looking for. I mean, the goaltending, which you covered pretty well, like with Hill, like being in the right position and just being competent back there. I want to see if the offense can continue to play well like it did in the preseason. I know they scored a fair amount of goals, but like the Ducks game where they completely outplayed the Ducks, they just weren't able to put in the net. So I want to see the offense continue to play well, and hopefully a couple more goals will come in. And I really want to also that Bonino line. I really want to see how they're utilized. If it's that defensive shutdown, or if Bob's just going to roll his lines type of situation. So
you're looking for vibes.
All vibes.
That's how I like to live my life. I'm specific. I can't speak. I am specifically looking at the minutes for Eklund, Dahlin, and the Lord. I want to see, and Middleton. Nah, not too excited about that, but I'm looking to see if the game's out of reach. Does Bob just let them go? But probably.
Yeah.
Or
if it's a close game,
if it's out of reach, does he rein in Eklund because he knows he's going to need him? But if it's a close game, I want to see if he relies on William Eklund and Jonathan Dahlin to go out and get goals and make plays, or play defense. Because I don't think if it's a close game either way, and then all of a sudden Cogliano takes Eklund's spot, I don't like that. I think you've got to get them into the positions, the high leverage spots, and let them figure it out. It's game one, and it's the Jets. I just don't want to see if it's a close game. I just don't want to see. I hate you with everything. Why are you the way that you choose to be? I just don't want to see in a close game. I just don't want to see them go away from Dahlin and Eklund because it's close. Like I think that's the wrong way to go about this. You need them to be. Eklund is the future, basically, at this point. You need him, and he's made the team out of camp as a now 19-year-old. You need him to go. They just put him in the high leverage spots and see what happens. If he makes mistakes, that's one thing, but he's got to get to that point. You can't just shelter him, and be like, well, he's not doing enough. Like, I just hope that the leash is 2 inches long instead of 2 feet long. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So you really be
fall back
watching
to your old habits of just like,
exactly. The gambler is sitting there in the AHL being like, hello.
Yes.
So it's like that. It's like that meme of the black guy behind the tree rubbing his hands together. So yeah, I'm going to be looking at the rookies, how they play, and what their minutes is when it comes down to the game. What do you think the final score is going to be?
I'll say 4-2 Sharks with the empty netter. So
hell yeah, by the Lord. No, why would he be out there for the empty netter?
Out there on the penalty?
No, he wouldn't be. Yeah. By Eklund.
So
I'll say I sit on you. I'll say 3-2.
Who gets the game winner?
The Lord.
I'm going to say Timo time. Timo gets off to a good start. Yep.
If you guys want to let us know what you think the score is going to be or who gets the game winner, you can find us at Locked On Sharks on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, Locked On Sharks. You can obviously find us there as well. JD's putting up all of our work up there. So if you want to DM us there, that's how you check out your stuff. Please let us know. Subscribe to YouTube if that's where you want to get your news. You want to check out some Q conspiracies, then come over to Locked On Sharks. We're more than happy to have you watch. Go nuts. I'm checking my email. LockedOnSharks@gmail.com. Got nothing. Thank you for your service, everybody. Appreciate that very much. If you'd like to find JD, follow up to his heinous accusation or his heinous crime from yesterday. Oh, yeah, his West Side Story crimes that will be happening on Saturday night. You can find him at My Fry Hole.
Kyle, if you want to help donate money to get his hand repaired, find him at Kyle Demetrius.
It's my jerking off hand. Bye, everybody.
Get beer from the beer store.
Bye, friends.